Okay, so we're going to do something. We're going to do a bit more practical because I've been looking for table predictors for years now. I couldn't find any good ones. Finally, BBC got their one back. They used to have one and they stopped doing it for some reason. But here we are. I'm going to predict the Premier League table. There's going to be a rough draft. I'm going to stick with it. All right, not too much thinking. Don't think, just do. Top Gun. Then I'm going to predict match day one. I'll let you know how I can join my league because I got a league here. And my fantasy league, here's the fantasy league team. I'll get it out of the way. It's not fully done yet. This is just a draft, so I got to sort it out soon. But I stacked my midfield on purpose. I got Haaland as captain. Whistler, I think, will score some goals. Um, a weaker defense, but still, like, that's not a bad defense, all things considered. Dunk tends to get points. Garvidale, obviously, he's a new signing, but I think he'll do all right. And Saliba will do fairly well, I think. I'm doubtful about the goalkeeper, and the bench is not very good. Um, yeah, apart from that, it doesn't look too bad. But I might change that. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna predict match day one first. Then I do table predictions. I think that'll be good because match day one we can just do. Right, Turf Moor Friday. Burnley against Man City. Vincent Company. They did this on purpose, clearly. I think Man City win the opening game of the season. Last year they had a quite rocky start. I think this year they'll start strong. I'll go for a 2-1 Manchester City victory. I think Arsenal, my team, will beat Nottingham Forest 3-1. That's my prediction for that one. I always get worried about any game Arsenal play, but I think we should beat Forest at home on the opening weekend. Bournemouth v West Ham. This will be an interesting one. West Ham obviously won a European trophy, so overall had a good season, but in the league, their league campaign wasn't too great. Luckily for them, at least they got a European trophy, so they got Europa League. They haven't missed out on too much. It's not that they would have made top four anyway, so it's like, all right, you can let it off, you can let it go because they won that trophy. But will they be improved this time? I'm going to say they win this game 3-0. I'm going to say they make a statement, and I'm going to say they'll be back to the form they were in 2 years ago. Brighton v Luton. Yes, I know they lost Rice, but still, I got a feeling about them. I could be wrong. I know there's a lot of chaos over there at the moment. Anyway, yeah, Brighton v Luton. Luton's welcome to the Premier League will be a 2-0 loss, I reckon. I predict Brighton to have a fairly good season. Everton v Fulham. I'm going to go with an Everton victory, but only just 2-1. Sheffield United v Crystal Palace. 1-1 draw is what I'm going for there. Newcastle Villa. 4-1 to Newcastle. I predict them to start strong this season. Yes, I know Emery's Villa is very good, and they could well do something, but I predict Newcastle to have a great start to the season. It's only the first game as well. Emery's Villa have a good season as well, I reckon. Brentford v Spurs. This could be quite interesting, but I reckon Spurs win in a 5-goal thriller. Chelsea v Liverpool. Huge game. Opening day of the season. Third day of the it's on Sunday. I'm going to say a 2-2 draw. And Man United, I think, will defeat Wolves 3-1. So yeah, Man United beat Wolves 3-1. Chelsea to draw 2-2 at home to Liverpool. Brentford to lose 3-2 at home to Spurs. Newcastle to beat Aston Villa 4-1. Sheffield United to draw 1-1 with Crystal Palace. Everton to beat Fulham 2-1. Brighton to beat Luton 2-0. West Ham to beat Bournemouth 3-0 away from home. Arsenal to beat Nottingham Forest 3-1, and Manchester City to beat Burnley 2-1 away from home. And that is the opening match day of the season. I'll probably do this more regularly, but I got a plan. I'm going to do these as shorts. I'm going to do short videos predicting from match day 2 onwards. But yeah, if you want to join my league, you can. I'll put it in the shorts as well every week, but this is the best time to do it. You go on superbrew.com, superbru.com. Click on tournaments, click on the S. Premier League should be here somewhere. You click on the plus sign, you sign up, you pick your team, whatever. You get to the screen, add a pool, join a friend's pool, and my code is auto-generated. It is Age Papa. This website generates some weird codes. You can type that in, or you can type in Davidoff's League or Davidoff Predicts, and it should pop up. The profile picture is this. Yeah, that is me a few years ago. So you can do that if you wish. So yeah, that's out the way. Fantasy is out the way, and now we can just focus on this. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I'm gonna predict. No team has ever four-peated the Premier League or the English top flight. 5 teams have three-peated: Manchester City, Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool, and Huddersfield Town. Yeah, not Chelsea. Huddersfield Town have three-peated. They've won 3 league titles in total, I think, and they won them all in a row. Just a fun fact for you. That's a pop quiz question. I always ask people that question, and it always catches them out because no one guesses Huddersfield Town. But anyway, the point is, no one four-peats, right? But if anyone can, it's this Man City team. So I think to myself, yeah, I think Man City to four-peat, and I think Liverpool to finish second. That could be a shock prediction, but that's what I'm going for. I'm going Arsenal third. That's my team. Yes, I know we did well last year until April, and then we fell off the last couple months. We did choke it. People will say we didn't bottle it because top 4 was the target. Yes, top 4 was the target, but we still bottled the title. So both can be true. Yes, we were above target. Yes, we overachieved. But also, we were in a great position that we didn't win the league. We did bottle it by ourselves. we drew to Southampton at home, West Ham away, Southampton away. You know, there's multiple games that we played awful in. You know, that we really should have done better in. So it's our own fault, really. But anyway, this time I think we'll finish third. It's not because of the confidence of last season going away. It's just because I think we're not there yet. I think we're a striker. We need at least a striker. I think we need more than that, but I think we need a striker at the very least. And this is even before Jesus' injury. Jesus got injured, sure, we need one even more now. But like even before he got injured, we need a striker. We are not going to win titles with Jesus, Nketiah, and Balogun as our options. It's not going to happen. We need someone better. I'm not saying Jesus is bad. Jesus plays well for the team. He contributes well. He fits Arteta's system. I don't have anything against him, but we're not winning the league with him. If he was a title-winning striker, he would still be at Man City. Man United 4th, I reckon. I'm going to put Newcastle in 5th. I'm not trying to annoy Newcastle fans. I know you finished 3rd last year, but I think this year Liverpool will be better. Man United will be better. So yeah, but I do think Newcastle will finish 5th. In 6th, I'm going to put Spurs in 6th. It could go wrong if they sell Kane. If they keep Kane, they'll definitely finish higher than, you know, where they might finish. If Kane leaves, let's just say Kane leaves, right? They'll get a lot of money. And I'm predicting they'll bring someone in that will bring them, not as many goals as Kane, but will bring them enough to at least compete for European places. It might be a bit too nice to them, but I'm going to say they finish 6th, even if Kane leaves. So we'll stick it with that. Literally, I was streaming the F1 game on Twitch, like just before this. And someone asked me to predict my top 4, and I put my top 7 down, and it was this, and Chelsea 7th. But Chelsea a bit of a mess right now, right? Should I put them 7th? Should I do that? They've signed a lot of players, haven't gelled together yet. And they've got injuries, some big injuries to a couple of players. And Pochettino, credit to him, he's good at building a squad. His job at Southampton and Spurs, I think, shows how good he is at building a squad. If anyone can... I mean, he's not the only one that can do it. But I'm saying, like, he's good for building a team. So maybe he'll be good at building Chelsea up. But it's a process. He's not going to get it right much on game 1. So I'm going to drop Chelsea from 7th. I'm going to put Brighton in 7th. Okay, we're going to go down to who's going down. Listen, I want Luton Town to stay up. I think it's a great story. It's an amazing story that they've made it here. Like, it's an amazing story. And I think it would be even more brilliant if they stayed up, despite their stadium issues. But I think they'll go down, unfortunately. I don't think they'll be last, but I think they'll go down. Sheffield United last. Luton 19th. So two teams going straight down, and Bournemouth joining them. Yeah, I'm not 100% confident, if I'm being honest, but yeah, I don't want Luton to go down. I don't want Luton to go down. Okay, let's just make that perfectly clear. I do not want Luton to go down, but I think they will. Okay, so we'll see if they prove me wrong. I think if they do stay up, they'll rely on their home form, and then a bit like I remember when Burnley first came up, they had so many home wins, and it ultimately kept them up. I just noticed this, how Maguire lost his way at Old Trafford, and what win a lot of creativity. What are these adverts, bro? I mean, it is just BBC, so yeah. Right, this is where it gets tricky. Right, what do I do? Chelsea 8th, West Ham 9th. Okay, that's what we're going with. Aston Villa rounding off the top 10. So I predict. You know what? Screw it. I'm promoting West Ham. West Ham and Villa. It's not because I hate Chelsea. I do hate Chelsea, in fairness. It's just that I predict them to have a rocky season again. But I think Pochettino, if they give him time, I think he'll fix it by the following season. But yeah, I think West Ham have a resurgent season. I think they'll do very well. I believe that they can, and I think Emery's Villa will continue to build. You know what? Screw it. I've changed my mind again, bro. I'm gonna put West Ham in 10th. Yeah, now I'm a bit more there. Okay, Palace are normally like anywhere between. They're normally like this area, Crystal Palace. They might be in danger sometimes, but they end up in this area normally. No matter how good the season is, either they do really well and then they slip down to around here, or they do badly, then they escape up here. Either way, they end up in this area. I'm gonna put them in 12th. Crystal Palace. I quite like them. They're a good club, so I hope they do well. Haven't put Fulham down yet. I'm going to put Fulham in there. Yeah, Fulham 11th I think sounds realistic, at least to me anyway. Got Wolves, Forest, Everton, Burnley and Brentford. Okay, I predict Vincent Kompany's team to do fairly well in the debut season. I think he did fairly well in the Championship. Obviously, the Premier League's another level up, but I think he will do fairly well. He seems to know what he's doing. A lot of former players don't know what they're doing, but some of them are right, you know? Some of them are right, and I think Kompany's one of them. I think it's understandable that a player goes to management role after they retire, but, you know, being a good player does not translate to being a good manager, and I think that's been proven time and time again. But Kompany has been proven that theory wrong. I'm gonna put Everton in 14th, Brentford in 15th, and Wolves and Forest surviving relegation. I got Forest having a similar season to last season. I actually like Forest too. Forest actually are a reason we wear red and white. We have history of Forest. We wear our colours partly because of Forest. There's history behind that. So that's quite interesting. So yeah, this is my final table. Let's see if I can... there you go. Got an actual picture. Let me try and... why is it 150? Why did it that? Why did it that high? That's not even full screen yet, bro. All right. Well, what have I done? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, brilliant. Okay, so that is my final table. So yeah, Sheffield United, Luton, and Bournemouth to go down. Forest and Wolves just to survive. Everyone above them will be safe. Brentford, I predict will be 15th. Might be harsh on them. Everton 14th. Burnley 13th. Might be being nice, but I think they could do really well. And it's a different Burnley to the one that went down, not just because of the management. Crystal Palace 12th. It's approximately where they finish normally anyway, like I said. I know they lost Zaha now, but I still think they'll do fairly well. Fulham 11th, that's not a bad season. It doesn't build on last season, but I think they'll be around there. Being too nice to West Ham, possibly, who knows, but we'll see. I do think they'll be resurgent this season, I could be wrong. Chelsea in ninth, they'll have a rocky season, and I think ninth is very much possible. I got Villa doing well again in eighth, although that would not get them a European spot. At least wouldn't guarantee them it anyway. I got Brighton beating them to it. I got Spurs in sixth. Might be being too nice, but you never know. Kane might not leave. Might run out his contract. Even if he does leave, they'll have money to spend. So maybe they'll spend on the right players or player. Who knows? I've got Newcastle in fifth. I don't think that's harsh. I think this could definitely happen. Liverpool, I think, will be back in. And I think Man United will be better. And I think Arsenal will stay top four. And I think City will win the league. So I think Newcastle dropping down is not like a cynical prediction. Then they got United making top four with Arsenal. I do predict both of them to be fairly comfortable as well. I think there'll be a 6 point gap to fifth for Man United, I think. And then Liverpool second. I predict them to have a better season, to be much improved, to challenge City, and I think City will four-peat, the first team to ever do it in England. So we shall see how it goes down. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.